massive matchup here tonight. Bayley, Lyra Valkyria battle it out to see who will be the next in line to challenge Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Talked a little bit earlier about the dissolution of this friendship, Corey, between Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. They were supposed to team at WrestleMania before the attack by Becky Lynch, and the emotion and the passion over this Intercontinental title has really driven a wedge between these two women.
I sort of understand both sides of the argument. You've got Bayley, who was disappointed she missed WrestleMania, and Lyra would move on without
her. Oh, nice hip toss by Valkyria.
However, I can understand where Lyra Valkyria's head was at. Your partner goes down with an injury. It's a massive opportunity. You find yourself a new partner and you move on.
Lyra Valkyria so improved and since her arrival here, and shoulders down and a kick out. This is the third time that Bayley and Lyra have gone one-on-one. Back in April, Lyra Valkyria beat Bayley with the Intercontinental Championship on the line. In February, Bayley actually knocked off Lyra, which allowed her to qualify for the Elimination Chamber match.
Beautiful pick of the leg there by Bayley. And I know how much respect Bayley has for Lyra as a competitor. Bayley's constantly keeping a close eye on NXT and even wrestling companies around the world to see who the next up-and-coming talent is. And I know Bayley has thought the world of Lyra for quite some time.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And the reason they were such good friends. But for Bayley, it's about adding another part to your Hall of Fame resume, winning the Women's Intercontinental title. Here's the cover and a kick out.
It's about more than that, though. Yes, you want to add another championship to your resume, but you also want to stay in the conversation. You want to show the WWE Universe that you're still as good now as you ever were. The game is always getting younger. It's getting faster. It's getting stronger, and you want to maintain your foothold while you have it. Beautiful slide.
Kick out by Bayley at 2.
It was a fantastic pinning combination by Lyra Valkyria.
Bayley, a 4-time world champ, 2-time tag team champion, NXT champ. She's won a Royal Rumble. She's won a Money in the Bank.
There isn't much in this game Bayley hasn't accomplished. Yet for some reason, Bayley still feels as though she's overlooked. She's not spoken of in the same breath as a Becky Lynch or a Charlotte Flair with the same regularity.
But she should be.
I agree 1,000%.
And now Lyra Valkyria is on her feet up over the top.
Great counter.
Whipped into the corner by Bayley. And Bayley now sends Lyra. Oh, great. Cartwheel by Lyra to get out of that now. Oh.
Bayley could be thinking about a catapult. Notice how Lyra has both of Bayley's ankles clasped for the moment.
Yeah, Lyra Valkyria so wise beyond her years. Been an incredible first year in Monday Night Raw. Oh, Lyra into the turnbuckle. And that could turn things around for Bayley.
Look at this Boston Crab submission applied.
Lyra realizes she's in deep, deep trouble, trying to make it to the bottom rope now to force a break. Referee Jessica Carr's right there as Bayley drags her back to the center of the ring.
Well, you got to respect how powerful the legs are of Lyra Valkyria, not allowing Bayley to fully cinch it in. Great counter, shoulders down.
A kick out by Bayley at 2, but the damage has been done perhaps to the back of Lyra Valkyria. Oh, and a collision, both women down, center of the ring. Critical part of this matchup. One of these women going to face Becky Lynch for the Intercontinental title. Ooh. Last week, Bayley with an opportunity to knock off Becky Lynch for the Intercontinental Championship. Looked like Becky was going to try to cheat again for a victory, much like she did over Lyra Valkyria. Lyra came down to make sure that didn't happen and ended up inadvertently costing Bayley the matchup.
Are we certain it was inadvertent? Yes, I understand Lyra's emotions got the best of her. She was fired up, she was seeing red, and she brought the fight to the man. But did Lyra really not know what she was doing in that situation? Because it cost Bayley the title.
I think it was inadvertent because, remember, a nice pinning combination here by Valkyria on a kick out at 2. Remember, Bayley said if she won the championship, that Lyra would be first in line for a title opportunity.
So are you implying that perhaps Lyra thinks she has a better chance of beating Becky Lynch than she would Bayley?
No, but she was guaranteed a championship opportunity if Bayley won.
So Lyra spoiled Bayley's opportunity.
Not on purpose.
I don't understand how you accidentally spoil one of the biggest matches of somebody's career.
Big elbow delivered to Valkyria. We could debate that all night, but nonetheless, Bayley hook on the leg now, and Lyra kicks out. Pace right now favors Bayley because Lyra Valkyria loves to fly around the ring. Bayley grounding Valkyria here.
But again, both of these women very familiar with one another's game. Bayley has watched Lyra Valkyria for a long time, and vice versa. Lyra has taken a lot of inspiration for what Bayley has meant to the sport of women's wrestling. Oh!
That could turn things around here.
It looks like Lyra's still feeling the effects of the time spent in the Boston Crab a little bit earlier. Constantly favoring your back, that's going to be a game changer. It affects every aspect of your offense. Any attack and damage to the core makes everything exponentially harder.
And Bayley with a couple of well-placed body shots as she makes her way back to her feet.
And let's not forget, Bayley is a veteran of this game. Just like Becky Lynch knows all the tricks of the trade, Bayley does as well. It's whether or not she opts to employ them.
And Lyra's learning them. And Bayley now sends Lyra out to the apron. Hangs Lyra up on the second rope. Lyra falls off the apron and hits the ground hard. Bayley's starting to take control.